Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about travel insurance and the best deals. I know that some of you really struggle with getting motorcycle insurance when abroad, and we're going to talk about that today. Right, let's go for a ride on this T120. Absolutely beautiful machine. If you've ever thought about getting one, go for a test ride with your local dealer. Absolutely wonderful. My only regret is I didn't get one earlier. Maybe I'm just at that point in life. Here we go. There we are. Road is clear. Visor down. Hopefully you can hear me reasonably well. I know some of you have been saying that the audio is not as clear, so I've changed the settings on that, and hopefully this one will be much better. Travel insurance, right. When you go on holiday to Tenerife or wherever, yeah, you want to hire out a motorcycle and you have problems. Because the travel insurance that you've taken out, which is for your 2-week holiday, which costs £200, only covers you up to maybe, let's say, I don't know, 125cc. But you want to hire out a 650 or something like that. And you're really struggling to find the insurance policy that allows you the freedom that you want. Yeah? So, I had a look last night on Go Compare, and sure enough, I was struggling to get an annual license which would allow me to go on multiple holidays, but I did find a 2-week policy which was for myself, and I'll put some flash ups, which were £150 and above. £150 and above for a 2-week holiday, which gave me the medical insurance and all that kind of thing. And that's just, from my perspective, that's just a bit ridiculous. And it's incredibly important, if you're going to ride a motorcycle or if you're going on abroad for a holiday, that you do have medical insurance. Because if you need to go to hospital for whatever reason, it's going to cost you a lot of money if you don't have insurance. And I mean a lot of money. I'm not trying to sell anything here. I'm just trying to put perspective on the situation. Look at this beautiful land. Oh my goodness. Beautiful September day in the UK. Just look at that. This is the road from Eccleshall to Newport. It's a lovely little road. So, it is important to have insurance at whatever age it is, regardless of whether you're riding a motorcycle or not. One of the challenges is, obviously you get limitations and things like that, and some of those limitations put you down to whatever it is, you know, be it CC or whatever. Let's turn on the cruise control so I don't get a fine. Cruise control 30 miles an hour. That means I don't get a fine. And, you know, there are always going to be limitations. You've got to have had your license for 3 years. You've got to wear a helmet. You've got to wear the right clothing, etc., etc., etc. And these are not unreasonable limitations in the bigger scheme of things. You know, you've got to be over the age of 25 or something like that. They're not unreasonable, to be fair, from the insurance broker's perspective. But these things keep on racking up in the money, and then you find out that you're paying £200 to go on holiday for 2 weeks in wherever you're going. Yeah, and it's just like £200. And I may have a solution for you, but I'd love to know what your comments are and what your stories are regarding travel insurance, especially when riding motorcycles abroad. Now, I've never had a problem with mine, and I'll tell you why. I have never had a problem and never really had to consider it. But I'm going to share this with you. So, I should have put some flash ups now on some of the prices I got as a single person, a single insurance person policy. Flashing up now, £150 above, just to show you that I did go on Go Compare and have a look and see how much it did cost. So, here might be a solution for you if you are struggling to get insurance that covers you for motorcycles whilst abroad. Healthcare, yes? I have a bank account, and this is not an advert for the bank. I am sure that your bank will offer something very, very similar, but I'm being open and transparent. I have had for many, many years, because of my motorcycling, riding abroad and things like that, and going off and abroad on unusual trips, I've had a policy with my bank. And you can look at this up, you can look all this up on Google. And my bank is the Royal Bank of Scotland, and I have a normal account. And I have upgraded my normal banking account to what's called a platinum account. This platinum account, don't turn off yet, cost me £22 a month. Now, they don't charge me monthly, but it does cost £22 a month. And not only does it give me healthcare insurance that satisfies my desires for motorcycles, it also insures my mobile phone, my smartphone. So if I lose it or break it or it gets stolen, it insures my mobile phone for that, my iPhone 14. And if I change to an iPhone 16, I just go into the system and put the, the IEN number or whatever of the mobile phone into my banking system, and then that's insured. On top of that, it also gives me breakdown cover for any vehicle. So as I ride multiple motorbikes and drive my car, and often, maybe drive another person's car, or I am a passenger in a car, I can always get the recovery service to come and get me in that car or motorbike and return me back to home, or even fix it. So for £22 a month, and your bank will offer something similar, I am sure, for £22 a month, I have an insurance policy across the globe for 12 months of the year, and that includes my partner and my kids, as long as they're under the age of 18 or in full-time education. And it allows me to ride any motorbike, as long as I've got a license that I've held a license for 3 years, which in my case is obvious, yeah, and I wear the right equipment. I can ride a motorbike in any country. Feel free to go and download the brochure for the Platinum account to have a look at the terms and conditions. I double checked it this morning. I double checked it this morning just to make sure I'm not giving you any bullshit. So, balanced against a 2-week holiday quote that I got off Go Compare, where really the 2-week holiday would cost me £200. Look at that one, beautiful countryside. Where it would cost me £200 for 2 weeks for a single person. Why don't you upgrade your bank account to include, at a cost of what is it, £240 a year, to include all the insurance that you need to be able to ride anywhere in the world, and have insurance for your mobile phone, and breakdown cover for any vehicle. How much does breakdown cover cost now? I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never had to consider this, because I know that I've got it through my Royal Bank of Scotland Platinum account. I've never had to consider it, and I've been on this Platinum account for years. I don't know how much RAC or AA cover cost for breakdown. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's head home. I thought I'd just come out for a quick spin. So there. Does this help? Is this answering some of your questions? What are you doing for insurance when you take your motorcycle abroad? What are you doing for insurance when you go with the family abroad? When you go abroad and hire out a motorcycle, are you covered by insurance, and have you had any concerns in the past? Because this account that I've got just addresses it all, and I can confirm on one occasion a claim was made for injury, not on a motorcycle, I hasten to add, but for injury, and there were no problems in paying that insurance. I phoned up Royal Bank of Scotland at the time of walking into a hospital. It wasn't for me, by the way, and they said, here's a reference number. The hospital can contact Royal Bank of Scotland and they'll deal with it. I think I paid £100 excess at that moment in time, but then I got the £100 excess back, if my memory serves me correct. I've never used it. I've never used the breakdown. No, I have used the breakdown. When I was in Germany on the motorbike, I did use the breakdown. And yes, Kawasaki fixed the Versys 650 that I was on. I remember I did use that, but I've never used it since, because my vehicles don't seem to break down. It's just a thought. What's your experiences of using insurance whilst riding abroad or going abroad and hiring a bike out? I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share and turn notifications on. Thanks for watching. I hope this meant something to you. And ride safely, be kind to everyone, and eat healthily. Eat healthily. Have a good time. See you soon. Bye bye.